Hey there, guys, and welcome to another Factorio Friday Facts discussion number 352, new website, and I'm joined by Bombug again.
Hello, hello. How you doing in these hot summer days, X?
Melting pretty quickly.
Your melting point.
My
Oh,
melting point's like 75 degrees.
okay, so you're like gallium or something. You're liquid at room temperature.
Yes,
That's
basically. It's, I don't know, for some reason, like, if it's 75 outside, I'm okay, but if it gets to 75 in the house, I'm just like sweating bullets, and I don't get
yeah.
it. But,
Well, hopefully a little bit of gaming indoors will help cool you off as much as possible, or at least take your mind off it. Right? If you're addicted to something, you won't really notice
yeah.
you're turning into a puddle, or if you need to eat or drink, or if you haven't gone to the bathroom in 8 hours, you just won't notice.
Right, exactly. uh, so, you surviving?
Oh yeah, I'm doing well over here. You know, I'm from a desert state. This is like pretty nice. Turned our AC on a couple times, but only when it gets like a bit over 80 or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even then, it's like, you probably just wear shorts and be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll have to see how I hold up when you know July and August hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gets a little hotter then.
Yeah, a little bit.
Eating up like these patch notes here. Friday
Yeah.
fact.
So we got something new here, not super game related, but something website related, which is still good because a ton of people go to the website. So new website here. Over the course of the past year, you have seen the team put a lot of effort into polishing the game to get it ready for full release. There's no doubt this is the most important effort here. We're all here to play the game. At the same time, the website is often the first thing people encounter, and in for many to return every week. Unfortunately, until this point, the looks of our websites have been neglected. The current set of websites are a complete mismatch of styles that are not coherent and do not fit with the look of the game. As we can see here, we have the main site, which we're currently on. We have the mod portal, we have the forum, and then we have the wiki, which the colors are similar and they all have the Factorio logo, but other than that, the styles are pretty dissimilar. They're not really that coherent.
Yeah, and even though the colors have a general theme of like this brown, orange, silver, gray, it's still not the exact same colors consistent throughout. It's a
Mm-hmm.
mishmash for sure.
Oh yeah. Um, and one quick comment. We were talking. I'm not sure why this is not me having a recording issue or you guys watching the video. These pictures are very blurry. I'm not sure why. Uh, but just in case you guys watching are like confused, it's not on your end or my end. The pictures are actually very blurry for some reason.
Yep. Yeah, if
So
you open the image in a new tab, it's a very small PNG.
mhm.
They're being stretched a bit here.
Yeah. So that's what we got currently. Which website am I looking at again? um, so we set out to rework the looks of our websites last year to make them harmonize with the final game. Albert and Elias, Ali, Ale, oh dear,
I'm American. I don't know what squigglies mean. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Ales?
Ales, Elias. I don't know. I apologize for destroying someone's name. So work together to design the new website and make mockups in a process not too dissimilar to the GUI work in the game. Of course, web technology is a different beast from anything the game uses. My task was to take the mockups for each page and implement them as closely as possible, my own creative liberties notwithstanding. And we see here. So basically, we go from what this website is as we see it currently to a bit of mock-up here, and then to a final version here. You can see process from original page to mock-up to the new version. Uh, so this is kind of a preview of what the new version will look like. This last shot here. Um, pretty pretty cool, pretty interesting. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Uh, First off, it needed to be done. They're headed for the 1.0 release, and this is a great time to. I think, let's see, from their new version that they've got, it definitely does just straight up look like the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which could be good, could be bad. I feel like if you're familiar with the game, you're gonna really like the feel, and if you're new, you're gonna go to their website first, take a look at the game, and it's going to give you a good idea of what the game is like just by going to the website. Everything's going to feel real uniform and consistent. With that being said, like Factorio does go a little bit more utilitarian, right? They don't do anything that looks super crazy fancy.
Mm-hmm.
No like crazy menu animations or you know, Final Fantasy 14 in-game movie style graphics,
Mm-hmm.
but that's fine. They've got their style and they're sticking with it, and I think it's great for them to be consistent throughout the whole of their contact with customers.
Yes, I completely agree. Um, I would say, oh well, this is not okay. This is the content page we're looking at. I was a little bit confused here. So, yeah, I would say this is really good. The little pictures to go along with the topic is really nice. It kind of just is a bit, while maybe overwhelming, it's pleasing to the eye and just ties in nicely. On some of these you can very quickly tell what it's about. Um, Looks very nice, obviously way nicer than the content page we've been used to with no graphics in it and basically just bullet points.
Oh yeah, thank goodness we're getting past that.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, like you said, they have a style they stick to. I think it's really good they are. This is an improvement, I would say. Um, and if we kind of continue down a little bit here, my approach to creating websites is conservative and in a way mirrors the philosophy we use when developing the game. The Factorio website doesn't use a fancy modern JavaScript framework. I'm not a JavaScript hater. There is no harm in using JavaScript to make parts of the website interactive, and of course, many web applications wouldn't be possible uh, without it. I think is that what that's supposed to mean. But for a website like ours, avoiding the use of bloated JavaScript frameworks helps keep everything load and render quickly, and of course, a website can be browsed without JavaScript as well, which is nice. To get the looks right, I set out to create a CSS framework to visually mimic the Factorio GUI style. Where possible, I avoided the use of images. This keeps the page fast and ensures to stay sharp on all resolutions and level of zoom. For instance, the buttons match their game counterparts closely but are made only using Windows. So, as you can see here, just kind of an example. The only exception is the arrow facing to the right, which simply isn't possible to reproduce using CSS. I tried. However, even then, the performance is kept slick because the graphic for it are embedded in the style sheet. The layout for the new pages with sleek grids is enabled thanks to modern CSS technologies like Flexbox and CSS Grid. No floats, no tables. As we can see here, so this looks like the front page, the actual home page. And you can see the buttons kind of correspond with what you might find in game. Nice kind of poster screenshot here. Purchase options, system requirements, what do you get, other places to buy it, and the normal bottom menu as well as a rocket in the middle. What are your thoughts on this?
Pretty nice. Let's compare it to the home page a little bit, just because I haven't personally seen that myself in a while. What do we got here? Yeah. So let's see. I'm wondering if that is the home page or if that's like the purchase game page.
Oh, that
The
might be
home
the
page
purchase
has like
game.
trailers and stuff, right?
You're very
Try
right.
demo. Yeah.
Uh,
But
yeah.
with that in mind, first off, I always love when they can show off this spaghetti. And the fact that
Yes.
they have the whole background as the spaghetti, to me, is a beautiful thing that
Mm-hmm.
I think every bit of Factorio should be showing off as much as possible. So first off, love. Um, yeah, and then I think while they did stick a lot with the in-game style of menus and windows, they still made it like just nice looking for the browser here in this case. You've got a lot of different little boxes there that don't look out of place and can, pretty easily be scaled. I'm sure this looks fine if you're on a phone. If you're on a smaller screen, should be totally fine. It'll just bump things around a little bit since he said they're using Flexbox,
Mm-hmm.
which is a great choice. Everybody who's worked with CSS knows that trying to get, say, text to align is like trying to plug in a USB drive.
Yes.
Like you're gonna put it in one direction, not gonna work. You're gonna flip it over. You're gonna do it again. Finally, it'll work, and you're like, "What the heck, man? I was just
Just
floating
doing that.
center. I was just floating left, and I flipped it on and off, and it wasn't working, but then it was. I don't know why. It's CSS is one of those chaotic evils in the universe. One of the very few that I've interacted with. Printers being another one,
Hmm.
and so I think they made some smart choices here, and definitely that purchase game page looks pretty nice. How
Yeah,
about you? What are you feeling?
you're right. This is purchase game page. That was my bad. I really like it. I love the fact that they two things. I love the fact that they put system requirements, and I love the fact that they put a what's included. Now, obviously on Steam, this is standard. Every single game has that type of thing, particularly the system requirements. But I have had multiple games I've like found on Steam and gone to their website, or maybe I happened to go to their website first before finding it on Steam, and then I had to go to Steam if I hadn't been there first to find out the system requirements because the website didn't list it. Um,
Hmm.
and it was kind of annoying. I really like the fact that they just do this. It's just right here. If you happen to come to the website first or whatever, or want to buy directly from them, you have everything you need here. System requirements, what's included, other places to buy it, all this. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Um,
and personally, I'm hoping that they took a look at the system requirements again, just since they're already touching up this page. A lot of games, especially ones as long-lived as Factorio, have increased requirements from their base, and especially after like multiple expansions of some games, the system requirements just do not stand up to the actual test of time. You know?
yes, yes, that's very true. Um, so yeah, very very good. I hope they took a look at those system requirements. Also, at the same time, the mod portal also received the new design, uh, which I like. The mod portal actually I think received a redesign actually pretty recently, and then it just got another one now. And I like it. It's not that much different than the one we're used to, so it won't be that huge of a jolt. But it does correspond nicely with the general website style, uh, which, again, the coherent theme through it is really, really nice.
Yeah, and I actually think just looking at the current mod portal, which I've got open right now, and comparing it to the new one, I definitely like the new one a lot more
Hmm.
for text readability. In the old one, they've got a lot of black text on a gray background, and you just kind of
Right.
like, okay, I guess these things aren't really that important because I can't read them that well, right?
Hmm.
And I think that's going to be nice to have it first off updated to the nice uniform style, but then also this just looks more readable to me.
Yes, I completely agree. The white on gray is much more readable. Um, Another great feature is he also took the effort to unify login sessions between the website and mod portal so you no longer have to log in twice. That's so fantastic. I have multiple times had to do that, and it gets a little bit annoying if you're, you know, going between the forums and mod portal and stuff. Um, Really
Gamers do
great.
not like logging in multiple times. You try and get them to use different, what do you call them, game fronts or game stores. It ain't gonna happen, man.
Hmm.
I don't want to have to remember my login to BattleNet to what's that EA one? I don't even know.
Yeah,
To
I know
Steam.
exactly. um, so this is great. Uh, but so this Friday Facts we're reading right now is the last time you're seeing the current old style. So enjoy it while it lasts. A new website will go live sometime next week once the new design is out. Don't forget to click on the rocket. So I'm interested what that will do. Little Easter egg there. Little.
Mhm.
I'm really interested. I don't know. Do you have
Well,
any
same here.
guesses?
I see like a line of copper going into it in the background there, and I don't know what this rocket is using. I'm thinking what it does is it probably just launches a little JavaScript Bitcoin miner in your client, but like plays a really fun sound and stuff, so people will want to click it, and then they'll get their Bitcoins. Like the Factorio devs will get their Bitcoins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good that way for them.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what that does. Wait for the website to crash with everyone trying to click the rocket. Um, and then the last bit here is website content update from Clonin. So the main part in the website update was going through all the pages and updating the content with a side goal of reducing overall number of pages we have, either by merging pages or just deleting pages we no longer value. Since 1.0 is so close, I decided to just pretend that 1.0 is already out and update the content to match it. That means there's no mention of early access, ongoing development, roadmaps, alpha release, etc. This allowed me to clean up quite a lot of pages and make them much neater and more clear. This might cause some confusion until 1.0 is actually released, but that's just 2 months away now, so it's not a big concern for me. Fair enough, I suppose. Probably some confusion, but it's close, and making it so that it is 1.0 ready is probably a good thing, so he doesn't have to revamp it all over again.
Yeah, maybe just having like a little bit of a splash banner near the top that says, 1.0 release on this day. That could help clear up a little bit of confusion, and
Yeah,
then you could just remove that one little banner.
that's a great point, actually. Fantastic idea. Get the hype going too.
Oh yeah.
Um, so the artwork page. While going through the press kit, I found myself wanting to include some of the cool images that we've made over the years that aren't really screenshots. Things like the 2020 rock poster, or the player in the biter giving a toast at the new year. Uh, Initially, he thought he would throw them in the press kit page willy nilly, and that will get them out there. We have some really nice images that are good for things like YouTube thumbnails, website articles, reviews, etc. So I really wanted them to be accessible at least somewhere. However, having them only on the press kit might mean they aren't really discoverable to the average player or new website visitor, which is true. So we decided to add a brand new page, the artwork page. Excuse me. Initially, I just added the nice flashy posters, 2020 Rocket, GDS cover, etc. But I figured there are a lot of interesting images we can include from the years of publishing the Friday Fact. So I went through all 350 blog posts.
Okay.
I don't, dude. That must have taken so long. I've like gone through like 20 of them to try to find something before, and it took me a long time. So
um, Man, maybe they have like a little bit of a nicer sort of management portal on their side where they can
mhm,
search things up and stuff.
that would
Ooh,
be nice.
that's a lot to go. Like, okay, how about this, Blue? How about you guys like not put out so much freaking content? Make it easier on yourself. Just do like once every 3 months kind of a thing,
Yeah,
and you
just
won't
be
have as
like a
many blog
normal
posts to
game
search through.
company.
Yeah. Why you guys got to be so like proactive and good and taking care of your community and junk?
Yeah, come on, make more work for yourselves.
Just
Um,
kick me and take my wallet, man. Come on.
yeah, that's what we're used to. Uh, so to try to find the best images to put up on the page, I wanted to avoid images that shows old graphics or potentially confusing, outdated information. Good point. And this is kind of what we come up with. So some really cool stuff from a little mock-up here of the uh, refinery and nuclear reactor, which makes no sense, but that's kind of the point. And the new miners, the rocket, some T-shirts, all the achievement badges, some drawings. I love the mock-up drawings are in here.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Concept art is always super fun to look at.
yeah, yeah. The newspaper saying Factorio multiplayer released. Um, all this one thing I don't recall ever seeing this. The second up from the bottom right above the solar panel one.
Yeah,
I
what is
don't
that?
recall ever seeing this picture. Um, it's really cool. I'm not sure quite what it is. Um, I'm
Kind of looks
just
like some spaceship remnants, maybe?
yeah, I'm really
Huh?
curious. Because this is super cool. I just don't remember it. But yeah, this is fantastic what he's done. So it feels like this artwork page is a great showcase of all the work we've done over the years, and I am really happy with how it turned out. Gathering the best images and compiling them into the single page, it started to seem like we really are reaching the finishing line, and we'll have some closure on the alpha development. It's been a long journey, and while we have a lot to look forward to with Factorio development, part of me feels a bit sad knowing this chapter of the game is drawing to a close. Which is true. It's almost I know a lot of people experience this with like holidays, like Christmas or Halloween or whatever your favorite holiday is, where you're so excited it comes around, it happens, it's great, and then afterwards you're like, wow, what a I'm what a letdown, you know. Uh,
Yep.
and I feel like that's yeah, that's like natural, especially for them. They've been working on this for years and years to have it complete is so fantastic and a huge accomplishment. But at the same time, it does maybe make you a little sad that that chapter of things is closing. Uh, but I hope that they still continue it. You know, maybe take a little break, well deserved, and then come back, add some more features after 1.0, or maybe do a bit of a DLC or something. Uh, you know, we know the community's hungry for it. We know they're capable of it. It's just a matter of if they want to do that.
You know, Terraria is still going strong after all these years. They've had 4 major content releases, like each time basically doubling the amount of content in the game, or like, doubling the amount of items or
Mm-hmm.
bosses. And if they could do something like that, uh, eh, without even increasing the price of the game, Factorio could get a lot more sales, just like Terraria is doing. Every expansion cycle, they've just gotten more sales
Mm-hmm.
and had a bigger community and more people to get to enjoy their game. You
Yeah, it
know,
just brings in more people, which is great. So, really, really cool stuff. Not in-game stuff, but the website, mob portal, all culmination of that is just fantastic. And I look forward to actually seeing it live here this week. See what the rocket does. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Unless you have any other thoughts.
let's see. I guess 2 little thoughts. First off, I love the artwork pages. Whenever I'm checking out a game, I always look at their website, and if they've got an artwork page, that's like one of the top priorities is for me to take a look at that. Right, really get to see
Mm-hmm.
what the game is about, and even if it's not all in-game stuff, just see okay what kind of cool concept art was in their minds when they were making this game. And then the second thing being, dude, we managed to get through a Friday Facts without yawning, which is really hard to do when we're talking and reading out loud.
Yeah, when we do it at night, I'm pretty impressed. All right, that's why I wanted to make sure to do it like pretty shortly after I'd finished dinner and stuff because I knew much longer and there would be quite a few yawns in it.
Yep. Well, the game keeps us interested. We tend to read these things too late at night.
Yes, we do. um, but yeah, so this is fantastic. I hope you guys are excited. Would love to hear your thoughts below and all that. What do you think the Rocket's going to do? I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts. And yeah, I think that's going to do it. As always, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it so much. Leave your thoughts below and, of course, on the forum and Reddit for the devs. And until next time, we will see you later.
Catch you later.